Welcome to episode 11 of the Gladiator Fit Philosophies YouTube channel and podcast. Ground zero for athletes and for people who want to better understand the impact of nutrition and their physical performance and their overall health. Today I want to break down one of the biggest myths in the fitness industry, and this is an ever prevailing myth that healthy food is somehow expensive. So how many of you have actually heard this statement? I've heard it like a trillion times, and honestly I don't think there's a person who's been around the fitness world or even around individuals who are consistently exercising that have not said that. I'm sure you've also heard, I would eat healthy but I'm just trying to save money, or I'm too busy to eat healthy food, or eating healthy food costs way too much that I'm trying to spend right now, etc., 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 ad nauseum. But let me tell you this. First and foremost, healthy food is not expensive at all. I'll repeat, healthy food is not expensive, and it's actually cheaper to eat healthy. And let me put it to you like this. This myth is basically typically spouted by millennials who frankly suck at cooking, or people who have zero skills in the kitchen. They opt for, ready-made and prepared packaged healthy meals. They go to Nugget and they buy a quinoa bowl that has like chicken, black beans and avocado and quinoa and possibly some tofu, and it's packaged for your convenience, and you go pick it up at Nugget. Perhaps even Trader Joe's makes, these ready-made frozen healthy meals. See, but the problem is that the quinoa bowl can cost anywhere between $7 to $10, and the same goes for like some kind of chicken, tofu, avocado bowl. And the thing is, you're paying for the packaging and you're paying for the convenience of having it prepared for you. If you were to prepare that exact same quinoa black bean chicken bowl from scratch, it would be extremely cost effective. Let me put it to you like this. You can buy several pounds of quinoa for a few bucks and it'll last you several weeks, depending on how much you eat, obviously. Black beans are extremely cheap as well, and especially if they're raw and you could soak them. Chicken is also very low in cost. Even the sustainably pasture raised chicken is very affordable. Make sure when you get that chicken though, you ensure that it's from some kind of a pasture raised farm. The chickens are fed well. So let me paint this very clearly to you. The mindset that you need to adopt is that seeking out healthy ingredients and cooking them for yourself is the way to go. Buy your ingredients and cook them yourself. Let me take for example kale. For less than $5, you can easily buy an amount of kale that lasts you easily 2 weeks. And the same goes for spinach. Quinoa is also very affordable. You can buy a 5 to 7 pound bag that will run you about $10, and it'll last you quite a bit of time. Beans, lentils, different kinds of legumes are even cheaper when purchased in the raw form, which just require you to, soak prior to cooking. And you could also find good quality meat that's pasture raised and fed an ancestral diet for a pretty low price. And frankly, with meat like that, your best bet is to buy it in bulk and freeze it. There's a lot of farmers that will happily butcher an animal for you, and like I said, you always need to make sure your meat has been raised in a good fashion, or you're not going to be enjoying the repercussions of your health from eating that. Now, there's also different types of rice and different varietals. There's also quinoa, semolina, oats. They're extremely cheap to purchase in bulk, and frankly, it only costs you a few dollars and it can last you over a month, many of them. So the next question you're probably wondering is, what do you do when it comes to produce? Well, when it comes to produce, you can buy, varieties of fruits that you can freeze. I mean, obviously not all fruits can be frozen, but I'll run down a couple that I find are very tasty and I have a lot of health benefits. So berries, mangoes, nectarines, grapes, kiwis, bananas, peaches, cherries, apples, plum, and different citrus varietals can all be frozen. You can buy these fruits in bulk and then you can freeze them, or you can already buy them frozen. And the beautiful part about buying frozen produce is that it slows down the degradation of the nutrient content. A little rule of thumb, as soon as a fruit leaves the plant, it starts slowly degrading in some of its nutrient content. Exposure to sunlight and little different factors like that. But when you buy them and you freeze them, it preserves the nutrient contents, and you can have them for months on end. And this is one of the most important parts that I want to discuss about eating healthy is seasoning food and making it tasty is actually very cheap. You could use black pepper, cumin, different spicy curry powders, white pepper, sea salt, turmeric, Kashmiri powder, rosemary, garlic. Think along the lines of using spices and stocks and different ways to season your food using herbs instead of like relying on cream and cheese. And I'm not saying that cream and cheese is bad, but it's really not something that you should be solely relying on to flavor your food. And frankly, anyone can make something creamy and cheesy taste good. You'll develop better cooking skills by using spices. I hope this gave you a little tidbit on how to eat better and, prepare foods in a better fashion for your health. Just a reminder, make sure that, you buy healthy foods in bulk, you season them, you cook them yourself, and, prepare to eat in that fashion. And not only will you save money, you'll be improving your health. You're basically just spending a bunch of money on packaging and paying the company's marketing costs when you buy these little quinoa bowls out of Safeway or Nugget or some kind of grocery store. So get your hands dirty, and frankly, I hope this video brought you value, because there's going to be nothing but more to come with workout videos and more information on nutrition. Get after it. Get in the kitchen and fill your pantry up with spices, freeze your produce. This is all possible. And like I said, I hope you got value out of this. And if you enjoy this content and you want to learn more things pertaining to health and athletic training, give this video a like and a subscribe, and leave a comment if you found something interesting in it. Much love, much appreciated.